Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin abdika wa rasulika al mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat. Today is our weekly sitting in English, the brief of the all hours week, the sittings 25 to 30. It is from the volume of Hazrat Nizam Shari'at, the law of Shari'at, and chapter alUsr, alUsr. So in it here Hazrat is discussing the positive thing and the negative things which are supporting to reach the cause in physique or medical medicines. These are used. Sometimes supporting medicines are given, sometimes antibiotics are given. The Hazrat is using for the salib and jalib for that. Even in the spiritual life, Hazrat is discussing man tawazu lillah, humbleness, rafahullah. It becomes the cause of the elevation, spiritual elevation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them with the high status in this way. So the same thing is saying that Hazrat, they are treating the awliya the same method to achieve the goal to reach the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to become a obedient and the real slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this was and many things Hazrat has discussed, that the guidance given to us from the life of Rasulullah sallallahu, that is for all humanity, all the human beings, their way of life, their behavior, their attitude with the families, and how they were patient. Allahumma a'inni bil ilm wa zayyini bil hilm. Those who are real having the knowledge of Wahi, so they will be the bearing personality. They can sustain and bear the opposite sides, all blames and all things, and which are all the stone which are being thrown towards them. So their hilm, they will be always stable in that. The story of Hazrat Imam Abu Hanifa, rahimahullah, it is famous that he used to pray this Subha prayer with the wuzu of Isha. And that was due to the patient. And he used to be a trader of merchant. He was a merchant of the cloth merchant and on the international level. So one body was having a hatred for Hazrat and saying that how he is a spiritual leadership, and which is usually those are not associated with the elders. They are hating that they are only the trader of deen, not the real personality of deen. So he started to test Hazrat, and in a very ugly way. So he was knowing that Hazrat is taking rest after Ishraq. So after Ishraq, when he thought that now he will be going to sleep or having the half sleep, not full, so he knocked the door. And Hazrat Imam Sahib came outside the door and asked that after Salam, how you came. He said, the question was in my mind to ask from you. When I reach here, I have forgotten that. Hazrat said, okay, this is the nature of a human being, Nisyan. Insan is from Nisyan, that they are always forgetting the things. So that is why Hazrat went back and asked him that when you recall that your question, then come back. After a while, when he thought that Hazrat will be in his sleep, he again knocked. Hazrat came back that you are remembering your question? He said, Hazrat, I went to my home and when I came back, I have forgotten again. Hazrat said, no problem. So he went back. The third time he did, and he came to Hazrat. I asked that, Hazrat asked from him that you have remembered that? He said, yes. So asked, what is the question? He said, the stool or seat of a human being, that is sweet or sour. So Hazrat asked that you are asking the fresh or the old time past. He said, tell me the both. Hazrat said that fresh is a sweet and after a few days it becomes sour. So he asked that, Hazrat, you have tested that? He said, no, it is not necessary to test. Some observations give us the results. So the fresh is a sweet because the flies are coming and sitting there. So they are always coming on the sweet things. And the insects creates in the sour things. So they are. So this was the patient and the bearing capacity, humbleness. Allah ma'ini bil ilm wa zayyani bil hilm. So they were very patient and taking all the mischievous and the foolish question and answer with a great patience. So this is the quality of a deen. If deen is there, so they will be halim, not the angry and impatient as we are observing in these days. And they also the innama yakhshallahu min ibadil ulama, the root cause of ilm is a khashyat. Mawquf alayh ala khashyat. The ilm is a nur coming from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al'asr), and capturing the hearts of the real mu'min. Al-ilm nur yaksifuhu al-qulub yufarriq bain al-haq wal-batil. जिससे जो है they can clearly separate between the every deed and action and talks, that which is a haq and which is a batil, and they are following the haq path and keeping themselves away from the batil. So this is the reality of it, ilm and ilm deen. So that comes after passing this great training of awliya wa akhir da'wan alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.